Welcome back to another video, everybody. Today is the day. You guys have been waiting for this, at this point, probably 2 years. It's taken a ridiculous amount of time, but it's happening. Molly is getting her new built engine, high compression, turbo, and it's gonna be awesome. This is a big deal for this car. The current engine has been in there for 30 years. It's survived 10,000 miles of being boosted, making over twice the factory horsepower. It's been through drift events, drag events, autocross events, It's been through track days, it's been on fire, it's been abused, and it's still doing well. Problem is, we want to make more power, we want to make more boost, and the stock rods in this thing just can't handle it. So, let's bring in the engine, let's talk about it. This is it. Now this is still a 1.6 liter. We didn't go to a 1.8. You might be asking yourself why. It's because I wanted to do it differently. I wanted the best spooling 1.6 liter. So it's the exact same motor that's in there. It's got forged rods, forged pistons. It's been bored out. I think it's actually technically closer to a 1.7 liter now, but that doesn't matter. It's running 12-to-1 compression, which is a lot for boost. And due to that, we have to run it only on ethanol only motor. It's got an upgraded oil pump, that's it. Stock cams for now, stock crankshaft, race bearings, new bearings obviously, ARP main studs, ARP head studs. This is pretty much as built as a 1.6 can get. Stock cranks on these are super strong, don't have to worry about that. Stock block, super strong, don't have to worry about that. Stock head, strong, but not the best flowing. This head has been rebuilt, it's got upgraded springs and new valve seals, all of that good stuff. This is a fresh unit. Now, for those of you that know, this used to be the engine in Mr. Matman's car. It made 550 horsepower in that thing. We're not gonna make as much in this car because we're gonna use the current turbo, but it's gonna spool so hard with the 12-to-1 compression. And wow, thanks camera. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on removing the old 1.6, and we can talk about some other things. But first, a message from this video's sponsor. The Ridge Wallet. The Ridge Wallet is a revolutionary wallet that's light, sleek, strong, and designed to streamline what you carry every day. No more old clunky wallets filled with old receipts, gift cards, and a bunch of other stuff you don't need. The Ridge Wallet holds up to 12 cards plus cash. It comes in 30 different styles, including these two here, which is titanium and carbon fiber. Durable materials mean the wallets have a lifetime warranty and a 40-day test trial. If you don't like the wallet in those 45 days, you can return it for a full refund. I've been using a Ridge wallet for the past couple months and I love it. I always used to get really annoyed with how big and uncomfortable my old wallet was in my pocket. But now, with these things, I don't even notice it's there. If you guys are interested, you can get 10% off with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/Gingium and using the code Gingium. Also, Father's Day is almost upon us. A Ridge wallet would be a great gift for all those dads out there carrying those ginormous old clunking wallets. But anyway, let's get back to the video. After being in the car for 30 years, this thing fought me, doesn't want to come out, but I think she's ready to come out. I'm sure we'll find something, but let's get the hoist and yank her out of here. You know, removing this 1.6 was harder than removing a 4-liter dual overhead cam out of a truck with a smaller engine bay. Okay, maybe not smaller, but it was a pain in the butt. It kept getting caught up on the motor mounts, so I had to remove all the motor mounts, not like just one bolt, but I actually had to take apart the motor mounts while I was in the car. Ugh, but it's out. I'm disgusting, I've got cuts, I'm sweaty, covered in every automotive fluid possible, and I'm tired. So I'm gonna go home, have a beer, take a shower, and I'll come back tomorrow. Oh, oh no! I broke my hood latch. Right, so, ladies and gents, the question you guys are asking is what else are we gonna be doing with this build besides putting the motor? And the answer is not much. This car is already awesome. It's got awesome suspension, awesome brakes, pretty awesome interior. It's got awesome paint, besides one spot, which I messed up. I may or may not have dropped the light on this fender and screwed it up, but it was already screwed up from when I bought the car. You guys just have never noticed. I mean, look at this. That has been there the entire time of me owning the car, and you guys never noticed. Well, we'll fix that later, but we're not doing anything crazy. We're gonna put the motor in. We are going to put a lot of the old parts off the old motor onto the new motor. Gonna be the same turbo kit, same pretty much everything. We're gonna clean it all up. We're gonna get a lot of it powder coated. We're gonna paint a lot of it. And then we're gonna clean up this engine bay. So there's a lot of wiring that, you know, I kind of added over time. The way I built this car, which I really enjoyed, was doing things little by little. And that's what I wanna keep doing with it. But all the wiring that I had little by little added, you know, it's not all one harness. It's kind of a mess. So we're gonna clean up the wiring. We're probably going to add a few sensors, a NOx sensor and a ethanol sensor for the new motor, just to keep it a little bit safer. Doesn't need it, but, and then we're gonna get all these brackets powder coated, you know, all these corroded aluminum pieces. It just kind of looks like crap. And the other thing, under this bumper bar, we do have a decent amount of rust. Some paint started chipping and it grew. So we'll fix that. And I am actually going to repaint the engine bay, but I'm gonna repaint it the factory color. So we'll just scuff it all up, paint it Mariner blue with an extra amount of clear coat, just to get that glossy finish. I'll try to delete all the wiring that I don't need, like all the airbag stuff. But really, it's not gonna be too crazy. You know, we're gonna be using even like all the same intercooler piping and such. I'll probably end up making a new downpipe and a new intake, because the downpipe's only a 2.5 inch and the intake's only a 2.5 inch. So we want bigger stuff to allow the turbo to flow a little bit better. But yeah, pretty much everything else is the same. We just want it to be clean. We want it to be high power. Now I do have other plans for the exterior. I want to change up some of the lips, some of the basic stuff. I want to fix that fender. So we'll be doing that. I've got new wheels coming. I want to get new pads, a little bit more aggressive pads, just to help with braking a little bit more. And then I want to upgrade the coilovers to Fortune 510s instead of 500s, all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna keep building this car like we've always been building, little by little. I love doing car builds like that. You do one thing, you enjoy the car for a while, then you upgrade something else, you enjoy the car for a while, and it makes it more enjoyable. You know, there's nothing wrong with going from a 93 horsepower 1.6 to a 360 all-wheel horsepower 2-liter, but you know, sometimes doing it little by little is fun. One of the main things I learned from the Rally Miata build is to make a list. That way you don't forget about a part and then forget to order it and then not be able to do anything because you forgot to order the part. So I'm gonna go ahead, make a list, try to order everything I possibly need. It shouldn't be too much. You know, we're gonna upgrade the fuel system, so I shouldn't need to order much, but I'm gonna go make a list. Then we can start tearing the engine bay down a little bit more, get it ready for paint. All right, I bought some stuff. Let's pull some stuff off. doing right there was deleting the PCV port and deleting the coolant lines that used to be running through the engine. I welded them up, well, I cut them off, welded them up, and then grinded them smooth. And now it's a nice, cool looking intake manifold. I don't know if that was worth it, but hey, it's gonna look better. I think I discovered a new use for the old engine. It's a seat. But I'm gonna go ahead and send off the intake manifold, this new valve cover, and the compressor housing of the turbo to get powder coated. I'm also gonna send off the stock fuel rail and some other things. We are doing wrinkle black valve cover, wrinkle black intake manifold, silver compressor housing, and silver other things. It's gonna look good, nice and clean, nice and simple, nothing crazy. And then the blue cam gears and the blue timing belt will go nicely with the blue engine bay. But guys, for now, that is going to be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Old motor is out, all the parts are off it. New motor, not quite ready to go in, but it's, we'll get there. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the engine bay, remove everything, paint it, hopefully, and start painting some of all the little brackets and stuff. I don't remember if I mentioned this yesterday, but my goal is to have this car running and driving by the end of next week, so next weekend. So I have 10 days to do all that. And I think I can get it done. It just depends on how quickly powder coating takes, how quickly the parts will take. It'll probably take longer than that though, let's be honest. When does anything ever go to plan? I think like small things like the fittings and stuff, I really wanna spend time on getting the line. I kinda wanna make hard lines. I don't know, I wanna spend time to make it look really good, but clean, but useful, you know? I don't know. But yeah, you can see the next video right now on Patreon. Go ahead over there, support the channel. It really, really helps, and you get some good benefits. If anyone wants a good 1.6 liter long block, $200. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Goodbye. That's what I was hoping you'd do, so.